I had Susie Dragonfly walking home after dinner. It was a 2-rose night. I gave one away. 2 lovely servers. My favorite restaurant in Barcelona. A delicious meal. So good. It's probably the best salmon I've ever had. Tartare, so it was like sushi, but Barcelona style. All handmade. It was just lovely. 2 roses. Every night someone's giving me a rose. But this is special. And Vion rules. It's pink rose. The others are white. Walking home, it's 1 a.m. Tired. My stay in Barcelona has just been fantastic. People are great. Everywhere's beautiful. It's had a lovely time. Tomorrow I'm taking Ryanair. The old cheapo. To Ibiza. Ibiza. Should be good. It's supposed to be the party capital of everywhere. Well, I'll find out. I haven't done much partying, but I just had a relaxing vacation. It's just such a beautiful city with beautiful people. I had like 10 people come up to me and say hello because they've seen me just in like 4 days walking around this neighborhood, being here, being friendly. Just wonderful. Life is a rose. Don't forget to smell it. It's sweet and it's beautiful. And it'll wilt and the petals will fall off. Tomorrow we might get another rose. I did. You know, I just passed where I'm staying, but I'm gonna go to somewhere magical that I didn't get to show you. Well, there's 3 places. It's on the same block. So in competition, they have 3 architects. So first, you can't really see it. It's la noche at night. But this first architect, very wealthy, and he publicized his wealth by what he put on the outside of the building. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's figures of women, statues, on the 2nd floor balcony. Can't really see, but one's holding a camera, one's holding an electric light. They're all holding things that in the late 1800s were the technology of the day. So they're basically they were publicizing, I'm rich, we can afford this and you can't. And it's the first architect, Studio, I think, I'm not sure. The second one publicized his wares and what he did to make a lot of money was, I'll show you in 1 minute, I'm walking right up to it, was making his building so ornamental. There's every kind of wrought iron, there's tile, there's you name it. Can't really get the full gist of it, but it's got every kind of eclectic style of architecture. And he was famous for, if you look at the top, it's very decorated, it almost looks like stairs. He made cakes, pastries, so he wanted his building to look like a cake. And it's delicious, it's prepared correctly. Well, the third, on the same block, is the most famous of all. In the day, this is what rich people did. Did so much money. After the revolution, Industrial Revolution, they, I'm gonna build my house prettier, more unique than any others. And that's what Antonio Gaudi did. You can see it. It's just beautiful. So interesting. Can't really get the full gist. And all 3 are on the same block. Gaudi, which is called the Batillo. Casa Batillo. Gaudi. Then you've got the cake house. with icing and all. And then you have the I'm rich, I've got all the modern conveniences house. You decide which one you like. I love Gaudi. It's like Art Nouveau meets Miro meets Salvador Dali meets Timothy Leary. It's fucking awesome. Viva la Barcelona! Love it. To be honest, the other side, the Gothic part of the city, which is south of here, was really small, narrow streets, looks like any city in Europe. And they needed to expand after the Industrial Revolution. And so they built this way. And the designer, or the person in charge of architecture and design of the expansion of the city, said, I don't want it to be narrow, dark, horrible roadways. I want the quality of life to be better. So expanded this way, made the streets. Streets have to be as wide as the buildings are tall. So there's natural daylight. And so there's fresh air and there's beauty. And every corner of every building has to be can't be at a 90-degree angle, because then the light can't get through and the air can't flow. So they cut each one off. So every corner is chopped off, which makes each intersection very large and navigatable. I'll show you. So this corner of the building, it's cut, each corner, but it makes it really wide. In the center, there's always a walkway, like a piazza, and room for bike lanes and other transportation. And so they did that so the people that were living, all the workers, could have a better quality of life. But what happened was, it was so nice and so cool and so funky, the rich people moved into the new area, and all the workers ended up staying just where they were. And now this is like the wealthy part. I learned all that after coming here. I don't always like to stay in that part because I like to see the natural color of life, the natural, how everyone actually lives. I don't need to go to diesel and to blah, 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 who gives a fuck name. I don't wear names. I don't do labels. Just a human. Worked all my life. I kind of identify with the worker bees. Anyway, going to my hostel. I'm staying in a room with 6 girls from England in their 20s, and they're freaking slobs. But I love them. And we talk, and they're just out on an adventure, having fun. That's my favorite place again. And I get to see their perspective and they see mine. Anyway, it's my last night in Barcelona. It was magical. Magic is where you find it. It's where you make it. Because every day it's smelling a rose if you choose to. You choose to. Buenas noches. Buenas noches, Barcelona. It'll always have a place in my heart. I'll be back. Ciao.